I'm a bald fraud. I'll be the new Road Dogg. You can tell me to die. I'm an old man.
I saw there was something from him over the weekend too, where he's like, "Look, everybody will find out what happened to me on the next season of Unreal. I bet."
I wonder if he listened to some of our stuff then and saw her die, old man.
Dude, I'm sure he saw what everybody was saying about him on that show, of just being like, my God, he's like a beaten 50s housewife.
Oh my God. Like half of our GIFs, also, by the way, we're on Giphy and Tenor and all that, by the way, guys. If you just type in night off one word.
Yeah.
Like half of our GIFs are from that podcast.
Yeah, they are. Dude, by far the most popular one is just you going, ha, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to be interested, dude. I did.
Wait, hang on. What happened to your hand?
Oh, my hand. You're right. So
did you get bit by a zombie?
No, I've been lying to you boys. For the longest time, I've been able to cover up my birthmark with makeup, and unfortunately, because I got a little bit extra sun, I can't cover it up because my Fenty doesn't match now. So I got to get a new brand. So now you're seeing the birthmark.
Okay, so what really happened?
I was getting balls out from underneath the couch, and Christina was putting fingernail polish on, and I went like this on top of it as I was reaching under, and the fingernail polish went kaboom.
Okay, yeah,
and just bounced.
I had to make sure we got that in there because YouTube is going to mark that as gore, even though that's just nail polish.
It's nail polish.
It's
YouTube,
nail polish.
It's nail polish.
Oh, God.
Gosh.
I feel so bad for editing, Derek, because I know I'm not going to be able to restrain myself on this episode and keep the cursing at a minimum. Because, my God, this was awful.
Luckily for editing, Derek, he's been editing with, like, the transcription now with the podcast. So
yeah,
he keeps seeing new words he has to add to the censor list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So on the upside is he might get a few new ones to add. So
yeah. So let's set the scene here. This is the morning of WrestleMania night 242, and we have slept on night 1. Thankfully, I started watching it live. I decided to pause, finish what I was doing around the house, come back to it, so I could skip over about 50% of the show, which was commercials.
Oh, you're being generous. I think it was honestly more than 50% was commercials.
I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but it's pretty close.
For every 3 minutes of someone talking, I felt like it was 7 minutes of commercials.
Dude, I think when it comes down to it, the exact breakdown was the longest allotment of time went to them promoting that Hogan documentary in total compared to matches and advertisements.
How great is it, though, after seeing that dumb statue come out, that he gets to forever be encased in the skin color that he hated most?
Dude, I saw so many people just clowning on that shit so hard. The amazing thing about it, too, is we got to see so much of just the classic Hulk Hogan lying out his teeth through all the promotions of that, because it's once again him saying nobody ever body slammed Andre the Giant before, even though we know that's a lie. We got all of that we got all the stuff about his early days and how he didn't absolutely rip off Gorgeous George and anybody else, and he was the originator. It's going to be Hulk Hogan lying out his ass for 4 hours straight on this miniseries. I kind of can't wait because it's going to be so rage-inducing.
Well, the funny part about it is, and this is not an original Derek thought. This was someone from Reddit that he read, and it was hilarious. The man literally could have survived on the laurels of what his career actually had.
Oh, yeah.
He never had to lie. There was some craziness that went on in the early days.
Yeah.
God, God, he could have ran alone on the idea that like I wanted to be a famous guitarist, and I kind of fell into this.
Dude,
Like,
he could have ran on when he started, learning how to wrestle. His trainer broke his leg or injured him in some capacity, and he still came back.
the Redditor said that was one of the very next ones was that one, and it's like, yeah, dude, like there's so many crazy things, like the respect you earned of being one of the first like Gaijins to win the G1,
dude, like the sheer fact that like he actually wrestled his ass off in Japan, like with everything with Hulk Hogan, there was always like a kernel of truth buried somewhere in the bowl. Like there was a little corn nugget of truth that survived going through his intestines of bull that he could have actually just worked with and been fine.
Yeah.
But instead he just embellished the fuck out of it.
I don't understand why either completely. Like, I get a little bit because he wanted to make himself over the top and be able to get hired and booked easier. I get that end of it because kayfabe. But when you're going like behind the scenes where you're actually promoting your real like career achievements, he had some real achievements he could have just lived off of.
He could have, but no, he just had to be as carny as fuck as possible, and that's just what it was. And that is the perfect way to segue into WrestleMania 42 Night 1, returning to Las Vegas, and right off the bat, dude, immediately, I'm gonna give a couple of notes. The Lin-Manuel Miranda opening video, hype as fuck. That shit was awesome. That was dope as fuck. Set the tone that did not live up to it whatsoever. Because first impressions, that arena looks sparse. There's a lot of people in there. There's still a lot of people in there. It doesn't look full. It doesn't look like the setup is intended to mask just how empty a lot of those seats are. Because I'm going to be real with you, it feels like the road team got the notes at the last minute being like, boys, we need a bigger screen to cover up a lot of empty seats. And that's what that stage setup looked like.
I have an Austin theory about this, Alex.
I'm ready for it, bro.
All right, so we're skipping ahead just a moment so that you understand, so people at home understand the setup a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
John Cena had said that we had like 5,181 people, in attendance. 50,000 rather. Yeah, a little bit over 50K. First off, BS. And if not, if it's true, you piped people in at the last minute. Like, you just grab people off the street and were like, hey, do you want to go see a free WrestleMania show to just try and fill seats? Second point of that, I feel like everybody who did buy tickets, especially those were up at top, they started funneling these people closer to the bottom to pack out the bottom that's normally in the camera for whatever was empty, and then spread everybody out as much as they could to still make it look populated up in the high stands. Because if you look closely enough, there was some empty fucking seats. There
was definitely some people that were moved around, particularly like all of the B-level and C-level celebrities that they put on camera. Because they definitely put them in position to be on camera, and then they moved them to other seats. Because that one guy, Kittle, he was like in like the third row, facing the hard cam for the rest of the show when he wasn't on screen. Next to Tyrese Halliburton. So like I definitely feel like they were just moving people around a lot. But I have another Austin theory for you. Okay.
Oh, I'm down.
Okay, you know how we were talking about how like incongruent the sort of like graphics team and the sort of theming of this WrestleMania has been sort of disjointed. I think I figured out why, because like we had all that like post-apocalyptic Mad Max thing. I think there was supposed to be a Borderlands tie-in for this WrestleMania, because we got the Borderlands character skins for 2K in like my faction thing. And it feels like they backed out, somewhere along the way, and it like bled into a lot of things that they didn't want to back out on, like the set design, like some of the post-apocalyptic things, some of the like the pre-made graphics that they had going already. That's kind of what I suspect, dude, because it makes sense. 2K, Borderlands, they do WWE 2K26. Corporate synergy.
You know what? That not only the little graphic of the driving in and everything with the explosions and stuff, does that scream Borderlands? But when they do the up close of the like looks maxed versions of everyone.
Yeah.
That has like this kind of gray Pantone.
Yeah, quick side note about that. If you're going to do that shit, be consistent with the abs that you steal from, because you did 2 separate people for Randy's abs. Those are 2 separate sets of abs shown back to back. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. His abs are fine on their own. Just use his own.
Absolutely.
Like, come on.
Just use his. Yeah.
But they also did like a weird like 3D effect, like to make it look like they're wireframed underneath, like along the edges and shit.
Yeah.
I you know what? I think you're fucking right. I think you're right.
It makes sense.
That actually makes a ton of freaking sense.
I mean, I didn't put it together until I saw like the social media posts from WWE Games about like, oh, get the Borderlands version of, you know, CM Punk and Rhea and I forgot who the third one was. Becky. And I'm like, now it's starting to make sense to me. But
man, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I wonder what made them back out, because it had to be on Borderlands end.
It had to be on Borderlands. It had
Havoc,
to be on 2K.
is it Havoc?
No, it's
2K Havoc.
I can't remember what the actual it's Luck, not Lucker. What's his name? No, I don't want the guy movie. Nobody gives a fuck about the movie. Gearbox.
Yeah. And published by 2K. Okay,
Yeah.
so I knew 2K was definitely part of it.
Yeah. But that's I mean, it feels like there was probably like a back out, because it obviously the movie bombed. The newest version of the game didn't do too well. I'm sure it still sold buttloads, but not enough to justify, you know, the insane bonuses that the C-suite probably got. And it's been lambasted critically, obviously. So it definitely feels like 2K is like, sorry, we don't have the budget for this marketing anymore. We're pulling out.
That's what I was thinking too. I was wondering if they ran out of budget and were like, we can't pay you for this, so we're not doing it.
I think
And
that's why they got Mortal Kombat 2 slotted in there, because that doesn't make any sense with the number of, you know, promotional work that Cody has done, that Roman has done for Street Fighter, which they're both in.
No, I was expecting like a Street Fighter themed WrestleMania when it started. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, Cody showed up in full gimmick to the to was it CinemaCon or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Where they showed off the trailer. I mean, they showed the full trailer for that. They showed the full trailer for Mandalorian and Goguru. They showed the full trailer for Mortal Kombat 2. Like, they were whoring themselves out hardcore right off the jump.
Dude. Disney, even like Disney Hulu was like, I got a notification from Hulu itself on my phone, and then a notification from Disney separately being like, watch WrestleMania at 5 p.m. or whenever time it started. I was like, what? Disney?
Well, yeah,
but then Mandalorian and Grogu and all that, and then obviously Hulu owning everything.
Yeah, and Disney owning everything like ESPN and shit.
Yeah. It was just hilarious. I was like, I've never seen it promoted in this fashion at such last minute.
Speaking of last minute, I had no idea like the first 2 matches of WrestleMania were going to be on ESPN 2. Like they were broadcast. What? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's why there was that little break in between the first 2 matches before, like, there was that strange little like breakdown of like, here's the rest of the card from Michael Cole. Now join us on the ESPN app.
You know what? I was cooking during that time, so I see why I might have missed like hearing that portion.
Yeah,
because I was watching all this through Hulu, which also I got a gripe about while we're here.
Yeah, sure,
I know we haven't even started talking about the card, but goddamn, just WrestleMania riddled with errors, and not all of them like on the creative end.
A lot of production errors. A lot of production errors.
But Hulu, like, okay, every single time, because I watched this both on an iPad, my phone, and the TV, depending on where I was at, right? Because I had a bunch of stuff going on at the same time I was cooking. Every time it switched to a commercial on the iPad or the phone, it crashed.
Really?
And then when I would get back into it, it would just sit on that screen that says, we're on a commercial break. We'll be right back. And then the last 2 commercials every time of like the 7 to 14 that would play each time would then play. And then it would go back to the thing. Almost every time.
I didn't have those problems because I started watching on my phone when I was like cleaning the house, and then when I went back to just start over, I was just locked in on my computer. I wasn't doing any other distractions. I was just locked in watching the show because I'm like, it's WrestleMania. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna drill down. I'm gonna fucking pay attention. God, I wish I didn't. I should have just been paying like Slay the Spire 2 or reading Dungeon Crawler Carl instead.
What a perfect segue, Alex, into the very first match that didn't need to happen, because man, do I have a gripe about this that has nothing to do with the actual match.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. The retention strategy. Here's our overall of WrestleMania night 1. This could have been Raw or SmackDown, and it would have made a fucking difference. Okay, now let's get into the actual show.
I argue it could have been main event.
Absolutely. Goddamn absolutely. Okay.
So I had to work, right?
Yeah.
I got home just in time for...
These are my slippers. My feet are getting warm.
Ooh, those are nice.
Yeah.
I got home just in time as it was starting, right?
Okay.
So I come downstairs, and I take my shoes off, and I'm saying hi to Pup and saying hi to my beautiful girlfriend Christina.
Yeah.
And the bell dings for the first match, the three-way tag match between LA Knight and the Usos versus IShowSpeed and the Vision.
Yeah.
I'm saying hi to them, right? Getting kisses from the Pup and everything, asking how their day has been. We didn't even finish at like talking to each other. Just that short little bit we do every day.
Yeah.
And the match ended.
Dude, straight up. Okay. That's kind of like the prevailing theme of the night, essentially, is you're going to spend more time waiting for matches before matches happen. I want to
thank you.
Knock out a couple of things first. Usos and LA Knight with the matching gear. Love it. Fantastic.
Love it.
But you all should have come out together. Looked like a unified, unit instead of doing two separate entrances. That was fucking stupid. Once again, Usos, they tried their new music, reverted back to just Jay's. Just me yeeting over here, doing the crowd entrance from not very high up in the arena, because they're not going to be able to make it through the match, because they're going to be fucking ass if they have to do all those fucking steps. Smart choice. Good job there. Vision, I got some things here right off the bat on the production team. Number one, why the fuck did you do that stupid fuck-ass split screen when you had that beautiful reveal with that fucking banner that you stole from MJF? Okay? You ruined the reveal.
Thank you.
Ruined the reveal. Speed, I love the aping off of danhausen gimmick with the cape. You looked great, bro. It was fantastic. Love it.
Honestly, IShowSpeed, before we get into everything else after this, highlight of the night, in my opinion.
MVP of this match, easily.
I would argue on the men's end, MVP on the men's end.
I might have some argument later on, but that's okay. We'll get there.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll get there. But then they go into the Brady Bunch multicam, and they don't have one of the cameras for almost the entirety. Only the last 15 seconds do they get that middle right one working. My God, you guys are a multi-billion-dollar company. Get your shit in line if this is how you're fucking starting this shit. Are you kidding me?
So when you're doing multicam, a lot of times you have
options.
other backup camera options to fill in if one of them's not working. And they did not switch it.
Egregious.
God, and one of the worst parts about it, this was not a match that needed all of that gimmickry with production.
No.
All you needed was two cameras, because this was like a 5-minute match.
Let me get the exact number here. 7 minutes, 8 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. So sub 10. I knew it had to be sub 10 because we were just greeting each other by the time this damn thing ended.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's also including the aftermath, because there was some stuff that happened technically after the bell rang.
I don't think that includes the post-match stuff. No.
Okay.
I don't think that includes entrances or post-match. I think that's bell to bell.
Okay. Okay. Still, this was not a match you open with.
No,
you don't open with this.
I'm gonna disagree with you. Going by the rest of this card, this is absolutely the match you open with because it's not getting any fucking better. Okay.
You know what? This might be a bit of a hot take for some people, but I feel like the women should have dominated this WrestleMania, at least night one, and had the main women's matches of the night be the opening and closing, because they were some of the best of matches of the night. This should have been the first mid-card match, in my opinion.
I have one particular that I think absolutely should have opened, that I think we can both agree on, and it should have been given more time. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Because overall, this was fine. It was a bog standard match, but this does not live up to the marquee of WrestleMania. It just doesn't.
No.
There was like Logan Paul usually does something wild, something buck wild for WrestleMania, something viral that'll draw eyeballs. He did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. They gave that opportunity to Speed instead.
Yeah, I was gonna say his viral moment was really just toxic abuse of Speed after the fact.
Yeah, that was fucking pointless. That was so like legitimately, the motivations, the thought process for this match, the agenting of it doesn't make a fucking sense with the post-match shit. None of it fucking matters. Like,
well, okay. I argue that what we watched was Danhausen's curse in effect, and post the match was the curse becoming undone.
Derek,
because
we know the only way to undo a Danhausen curse is you have to pay him many human monies. Who paid him the money?
We might find out after the fact that Speed might have had a friend off to the side that says, when we lose, you just send Danhausen the money to undo that curse. And then that's why he was able to then do the frog splash onto Logan Paul.
Doesn't matter, interchangeable.
I gotta say, Speed was the MVP.
Oh yeah,
at the very least of this match. I loved his work being taking shots against it from everyone. I absolutely love the after the fact where he was very exaggerative and everything when getting abused by Logan Paul.
Yeah,
and then his frog splash for someone who does not wrestle. Great.
Absolutely, like no denying that. But I'm gonna say, here's my problem with it. Okay. It kind of diminishes the rest of the wrestlers that can't do that, that don't do that. Because now it looks like, oh, hey, even if this fuck-ass streamer can do a frog splash from the, not technically the turnbuckle, is like the little thing on the side. That's
he
more
was on
elevated.
the post.
Yeah, he was on the post. But like, I know celebrities get a boost in the world of wrestling, but it kind of like, so if you can't hit that, are you as good as a fucking streamer?
But let's be real. He only hit that because LA Knight just manhandled Logan Paul right before then, just slamming his chest down with a hammer fist over and over. He got the help from the Usos to do the failed D1 on frickin' what's his face as well.
Yeah,
where you literally see Jimmy's hands in the air, never touching. They did this perfect close-up where you see that Jimmy misses, and he does this big smile at the camera as he misses.
There was a lot of hits that the camera showed were just, you could drive trucks through all night, all night. It was so bad. Like, the camera crew was abysmal on the night. God. The production truck, I don't know what the fuck they were like, dude. I think they all everybody in WWE got to Vegas. They just started drinking. They just started drinking and partying, and they're like, "We're on fucking vacation. We're not turning up this night." But I honestly, like, the post-match stuff doesn't make a sense to me, because there was zero reason for the Usos and LA Knight to be like, "Okay, Speed, you're all right." Zero reason.
Yeah, well, I think it was less like you're all right and more like, oh crap, this small child is being abused. Like, let's go help him real quick.
Yeah.
And then they were like, you know what? Let's lean into this and help him out a little bit.
I guess so.
I feel like because of the fact that this match was not a match, in my opinion, overall, IShowSpeed, he once, at least in my opinion, he once again rides that line of being a celebrity, being intermingled into WWE, and not going overboard into it.
Yeah.
Because he was shaken right before he did that frog splash and everything. He was afraid, which I would be too. It was a nice, like, humanizing moment, I would say. And it's part of the reason why I feel like this was the best spot of the night, was that frog splash. I know others have better moments that they would prefer. When it comes to dog shit writing, this was that diamond in the rough.
Speaking of dog shit, I was so pissed immediately seeing that fuckhead Logan Paul walking out with a Holly Market chain. I'm like, dude, you're just laughing in the face, just putting the grift in front of everybody right now, aren't you? Like, I refuse to engage with gambling platforms, but I bet you dollars to donuts there was definitely some fuckery happening abound on Polymarket involving WrestleMania.
Oh, dude, totally. I haven't looked into it yet, but I wouldn't doubt it. Like the futures betting and all that, because I use Robinhood, not sponsored or anything. I use it for crypto originally. Because it was an easy access to buy and sell crypto. Because you remember a few years back during COVID, Doge shot up, and I made buco bucks back then.
Yeah,
on Doge, because I was paying attention to frickin' Elon Musk and realized that dude was about to shortchange everybody. So I sold out pretty quick, and I made some bank off of that. But I would not doubt it, because the futures and stuff on there also had WrestleMania related stuff, I bet. And
I guarantee it.
Dude, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, I would not doubt people behind the scenes were like, you know what, I'm going to bet on these matches because I actually know how it's going to go.
Why not? The White House does it with war. Why wouldn't you do it with WrestleMania?
I was going to say, Friday passed, everybody. So if you didn't bet on the futures market of oil, you're an idiot, because we all knew that he was talking out of his ass when he said the strait was open, when not even just like 4 hours later after the fucking markets closed, Rand was like, no, they're closed, you idiot.
Ceasefire's declared. Ceasefire undeclared.
Oh my God. Freaking it, but it's true, because it's just like, with the way that futures betting is, there's no regulation on that. So someone behind the scenes in production already knowing what's going to go down, they can make like a quick few $1,000 fast.
Dude, it's probably the fuck bodies doing it too.
Oh, dude, no doubt.
Yeah. All right. Overall, though, meh at best match. Knight and the Usos get the win, setting up what I assume is going to be a tag title match in the near future with the Usos versus the Vision, and then probably SummerSlam, maybe Backlash, we'll get Logan versus Speed in some sort of little match. You know, low stakes, but
you know what?
Yeah,
that's a good call. I think you're right on that.
Right? What else are they gonna do? Maybe they'll have LA Knight tag with Speed to take on the Vision.
Danhausen.
Oof. Actually, that'd be watchable. Speaking of Danhausen, he finally got his blimp, kind of. He got to ride in the Goodyear. They didn't let him drive it. But he got to ride in it. And then he got his little RC one flying around the stadium, which was quite wonderful.
Yeah. They hit jackpot with this guy, man.
Yeah.
I know a lot of other people have been saying that, but like my shorts feed is just full of Danhausen.
Yeah.
And all these random old ones too, from like AEW and stuff. And I think those are only popping up because people are commenting in there over and over. AEW had such a missed opportunity here.
Yeah. I remember I was reading earlier in the week, there was like a little interview with him, and he's just like, no, dude, like that wasn't like AEW like putting that stuff out. That was just me. Like I was there. I was there like, you know, every now and again. But like every weekend I was just doing like indie dates and just making content. That's like all I was doing my entire contract. I was there. I'm like,
the majority of those videos are literally him at like random conventions and shit. And like, there's one where he's still with AEW at the time, and he just walks up to Karrion Kross and interrupts his interview, and it's just hilarious.
there was I think it was at WrestleCon or something like that on Friday, maybe Thursday. He's coming off the stage, and there's there's a glimpse of it where he is just being like regular like Donovan Danhausen, but still like full gimmick, and like the interviewer approaches him, and you see it switch on. Like he just changes his posture, and you see the voice change without him even speaking. Like he's just like, "Okay, I'm in it. Let's go."
Yep. Oh yes, very good, very evil.
Yeah, I hope he is having the fucking time of his life,
Dude.
making the most money he's gonna possibly ever make in the god world. Because let's face it, he has been grinding away on his own little shtick for years now at this point, and he's just reaping the benefits. And I'm so happy for him.
I am too, dude, because we've been big Fanhausens for a long time.
Yeah.
You got me introduced to Danhausen.
Yeah, with that ROH stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I never turned back. I just, man, I hope they don't screw him over, because that was one of our worries, and so far they haven't. Because I feel like they probably listened to him. He's like, let me lean into what I'm good at.
Yeah, like just give me a camera, let me do my thing. I'll hawk your fucking tickets. I'll move my merch really well, and I'll be in the commercial breaks. Just listen to me and let me lean into it, and we'll be fine.
Whoever does the shorts for like the WWE end for him, he must be so relieved to not have to do that anymore. Like the actual editing for it.
Yeah. Oh God.
Because some of those shorts would take you, God, an hour or two to make one of them sometimes.
Yeah. Oh God. Him and Kit Wilson are just undefeated at socials right now. The one with him and Julia from the weekend is amazing, where they're just like going back and forth doing his dance. And then the one where he was what's her name, Danielle Fisher, Topanga, where he's teaching her how to do it. I love it.
Yeah.
So great. Oh God, what I did love
yeah
we got an unsanctioned match, Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu. Hey, Derek, quick question. If this is an unsanctioned match, why is it in the middle of the show? Why are they getting special entrances?
How do you have a match on a PLE that is not sanctioned? How does that even work? Like, wouldn't that be off TV and off like regular programming where you'd have to like deep cut find it? Wouldn't that be an unsanctioned at that point?
Yeah, usually when you do like an unsanctioned match, it's kind of separated out from the rest of the show. You know, kind of like when AEW does it, how they do the lights out. They wait till the main show is over, so to speak. And then they designate, like, the lights are going to go off, and then they're coming back on, and we are absolving ourselves of whatever happens next.
Yeah, this is a deep cut. Like, this is after the fact.
No. Instead, an unsanctioned match in WWE is just a barn standard street fight with no blood.
Okay. So the red toolbox comes out.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm going, oh, yes, Drew's getting opened up.
Yeah.
Like the last time we saw this red toolbox come out, bro got one of the biggest gashes on his top of his head that he's ever had.
17 staples or some shit like that.
Yeah. And he didn't even get hit with like the corner. It was like the bottom of it. So there was like a little screw or something hanging there that just dragged along his head or whatever. But no blood.
Nope.
Well, I take that back. There was what looked like blood for a moment on like one of their arms, like the bicep or whatever. This also happened again later on too, which I'll talk about.
Yeah.
Just like a red streak that just happened to look like blood for a moment. It was probably from the rope going against it.
Probably.
But no blood.
Yeah. God. I'm going to say Jacob Fatu, love the dude. He definitely deserved the win here. He looks like he's in phenomenal shape. Like he's looking trim, dude.
Yeah, he because when he first joined, he was a little chunky.
Yeah,
he was like a little chunky werewolf, and I loved it. I read something that he had brought up once. I don't know who said it to him, but someone had said to him like, "You need to lose weight."
Yeah, I think
in so many words.
I think it was another Samoan who's like, you gotta look different from the rest of the family. Maybe it was Roman.
Yeah. It might have been Roman.
Yeah.
Trim that shit.
Yeah. Oh God. But I missed opportunity here. Like this was just a fucking street fight. There was nothing to this that you couldn't do on a Raw, on a SmackDown, on a Saturday Night's Main Event, on any other B-level show. This was just, we're going to have a match with no disqualifications and some extra weapons. I will say I enjoyed the bump that Jacob Fatu took off the top rope, where he did that flip mid-turn and went through the table on the outside.
Yeah,
that was a fantastic bump, because I love Drew. I find him very enjoyable. It's unfortunate that all of his best work is relegated to social media for him to cut promos by himself on his own time. Jacob Fatu is fucking funny, and he's a main event talent, no denying it. He is just waiting in the wind. Just let's clear out some of the older guys first, and then they can make their move and put him on the top of the card. Other than that, I got no time for this, because this was fucking pointless.
This is how I would have booked it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I had thought about this while watching it, because it didn't make sense to have this as a street fight, unsanctioned street fight match, when there was no real like street fighting. I would have had this not be a match that just takes place as like an actual match, like it's slotted. I would have had this be a behind the like backstage brawl where they're fighting but you see them fighting in between matches. It keeps cutting in between where they're still fighting, and you're like, it gives you the impression they are fighting this entire time, like they did with Bronson Reed and Braun
Strowman.
Braun Strowman, but do it in a way where it's less monster v monster and more just brawl.
I like that idea. Like, even if it was something that started backstage and then it spilled out into the arena, like mid-show, and then they're just like, ring the bell, we're having a real match right now.
Oh, dude. I got fucking goosebumps. Yes. Dude. That would have been money. But I swear to God, creativity is dead in WWE, man. Because, and I brought this up with Christina. WWE, you need to hire us, like seriously. Like, we actually care about the storylines and these wrestlers. Like, y'all don't.
We will be cheaper than it costs you to pay the tokens for ChatGPT. I guarantee.
Yeah. And plus, not only that, like, I'm a bald fraud. I'll be the new Road Dogg. You can tell me to die. I'm an old man.
I saw there was something from him over the weekend too, where he's like, "Look, everybody will find out what happened to me on the next season of Unreal. I bet."
I wonder if he listened to some of our stuff then and saw our die, old man.
Dude, I'm sure he saw what everybody was saying about him on that show, of just being like, my God, he's like a beaten 50s housewife.
Oh my God. Like, half of our GIFs, also, by the way, we're on Giphy and Tenor and all that, by the way, guys. If you just type in nightoff, one word.
Yeah.
Like, half of our GIFs are from that podcast.
Yeah, they are. Dude, by far the most popular one is just you going, ha. Yeah.
Yeah.
God. All right. Let's move on, because we got.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like, this was one of the longest matches of the night, surprisingly. You know, who'd have thought? Still under 15 minutes, but still one of the longest ones of the night. This one coming up. Derek, you want to guess how long this women's fatal four-way match for the women's tag team titles went?
11 minutes.
8 minutes, 33 seconds, son.
Wow, it was sub 10. I was wondering if it was.
Yeah. So we got our defending champions, Nia Jax, Last Legend, coming out in the all-white demolition gear. Nice little touch there. I thought it was cute. Then we have, Bayley and Lyra, who were kind of there. Charlotte and Alexa. They're the ones that got the memo. It's WrestleMania. Let's get some. Let's show up. Let's put a little pageantry on this bit. Yeah. Well,
you can't just not if you're teaming with Charlotte Flair. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Her last name is Flair.
Yeah, good point there. God, they look fantastic in their gear.
Dude, they did. My jaw dropped when I saw Charlotte. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, that
the best looks of the night, easily.
Yeah,
Easily.
dude. I normally make fun of her outfits because they're just so pompous and over the top, but this one was pompous and over the top in all the ways I love.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I loved it. And the contrast between the two of them, but still matching in the same way. Chef's kiss. Like, masterful shit. But then,
You know who else matched? Bailey and Lyra, technically.
Yeah, that's true. Bailey and Lyra. Yeah, no, that was pretty good.
Oh, and you know who else matched, Alex?
Yeah, Nikki and Brie Bella. But, oh, God, Nikki, she's wearing a boot. Looks like she can't wrestle. And we heard rumors about this, that this was why we weren't getting the Asuka and Io match, because they might have been keeping the Kabuki Warriors, on the bench, just in case they couldn't have the Bellas in the show. So that's why we weren't getting the Asuka and the Io match, because, we might need the Kabuki Warriors for this match right here. But as was spoiled by PW Insider on Friday, we've got a replacement for Nikki Bella, who can't wrestle. It's Paige. She's home.
The moment, the moment that her little contract signing went hit the internet, that it happened, was the same moment where we found out that Nikki is not clear to wrestle. Like, it might not have been the same exact moment, but it was within a couple of hours, long enough to where it feels like the same time.
Yeah.
So then you're like, oh, okay, I know what's happening. And sure as shit, she comes out. She's got a boot on. She's got her little crutch with her, matching for her gear. And she tells the crowd, I'm not cleared.
Yeah, can't do it.
If the Bella Twins still need to wrestle in this match, and who better to fill this slot than someone who feels like family? Paige. And then her music hits. Yeah. And I'm glad she's back.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't find out about her signing before WrestleMania, because to see her there like that would have, even though finding out that Nikki still couldn't wrestle, would have been quite the upset. Been like, oh God, wow, that's crazy. No, had to be ruined beforehand. We all figured it out that she would be filling in that slot.
Yeah, and a massive middle finger to whoever put the words Triple H into Michael Cole's headset and told him, nobody could have predicted this. Nobody was talking about this whatsoever. What a genuine surprise. You motherfuckers probably leaked the goddamn story yourselves.
I'm thinking so, to try and fill more fucking seats in the last second, dude.
Yeah. Same reason why Cena was there for 2 segments. I'm sure he'll be here again on night 2, but I don't know what capacity and how often.
You know what I missed the most, though, from this WrestleMania? It's John Cena's bald spot.
Dude, honestly, whoever the doctor is that gave him those transplant, he needs to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, because my God, that hairline is gorgeous.
I bet you they would do a better job of inducting him than they did Psycho Sid.
Oh, dude, his son went scorched earth on them. And I gotta agree. Dude, you gave Stephanie McMahon more time, more limelight, a bigger spotlight, custom merch, a custom Stephanie McMahon title belt, and you didn't do jack shit for Sid. In a legacy, and not even a legit Hall of Fame spot, legacy spot.
Legacy spot. Not only that, at WrestleMania, they show off whoever is still alive, and who was inducted, right? They just go, Psycho Sid, and all these people down here, see you later, and go move right past him again. I was like, you not only shit on him during the Hall of Fame, but you shit on him again during WrestleMania. How dare you?
All right, it's because he got more over than Triple H. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Triple K was so pissed about it. He's like, no. This man broke his leg. He can't be better than me.
No, he liked to play softball, so he can go do that instead.
Yeah. I have the most WrestleMania losses. F you.
Yeah, who cares if he had the better pyro than me? I'll have more.
Let me get this extremely controversial skeleton mech around me that looks like I'm trying to try out for the new SS.
Team move, Terminator, plastic skeleton.
Dude.
Oh, God. Speaking of this match, it was fine.
Yeah.
Everyone felt off their game though. Like,
Yeah.
it felt like a waiting game just to tag in the hot tag for Paige for the majority of this. And even at that point, like Bayley and Lyra and like half of the combatants were just left to wait on the outside while they got that stuff in at the end for the finish for the Bellas and Paige to be new tag champs. The fuck, dude.
So all this proved was they did not want to turn away from their original storyline, which was the Bellas take the belts.
Yeah.
That's all this proved. You should have had, in my opinion, Lyra and Bayley take the belts.
Yeah, absolutely.
They not only did their close match too, they're the only ones that seem the most competent overall. Like I love Lash, I do. She didn't seem like she wanted to be there that much.
Nobody seemed like they wanted to be there. My God, the finish with Nikki Bella dragging somebody out to hit him with the crutch to stop the pin for Charlotte to distract Alexa, which went on way too long, so Paige can get the knees up when she goes for the Twisted Bliss, was terrible. It was so. I know we gotta do things big. It's an arena stadium scenario, so we gotta drag things out, slow it down, so it can register for the people in the cheap seats that are still paying like a grand to be up in the nosebleeds. But it took way too long. Still, it took way too long.
I think part of it might have also been because of Paige coming in last minute. She didn't really have time to learn all these spots, and this might be one of the few where they were like, "You need to remember this."
Yeah, and look. I am not going to shit on Paige for any of this. She has never. I've never been like a massive fan of her. I've always enjoyed her work. I've never been a hater on her though. I mean, even during her AEW run, which was not great, but my God, she was fantastic once they found like a groove for her to be on like ringside, like almost a managerial position, because she was so good at just chopping it up with the crowd and antagonizing them on the ringside. I think it was Dynamite 200 was the one I was at where she was still with like the Outcast and like she was out there with Tony. She was awesome in a live scenario with those people, with that crowd. And on the night, she was very competent in the ring, right? Like I enjoyed her work in the ring, in between the ropes, all of that. That being said, it feels like they just didn't bother doing soaring any like layout or formatting with the agents. Like they were just out there making up a lot of this on the fly until we got to the finish.
I think so too. Yeah, I think because of the fact that because they were down Nikki, I bet this was already pretty much on the fly to begin with. But it was even worse now that Paige was having to step in. Yeah, and obviously again not because of Paige or anything, just because it's so last minute.
It's because it's the women's tag division and WWE doesn't give a shit about it. And it's only these women wrestlers that care and they're putting in the fucking work to try and get it over because the company is not helping them at all.
If they put even a 10th of the amount of effort that they put in to try and sell us on this whole Cody versus Randy Orton without Cody turning heel and Randy somehow turning heel and all this other crap going along with it, this would have been one of the most over matches of the night. Easily.
But no, it didn't even get 10 minutes. And what the fuck? Once again, camera crew, production team, what the fuck's going on? Like, the cameraman took a massive bump and like, number one, they didn't cut away from it, so we saw him fall to the ground. But number two, like, dude, what were you doing in that position? Like, there's a lot of women out there, like, you know how to do this stuff, right?
Yeah, you're normally not that close to the chaos. What are you doing?
Yeah, and even when you are, you guys are usually pretty good. Like, you guys are on, like, the old school, like, cops team level of being able to follow the action with these cameras. What the hell's going on?
Dave, he was filling in for
Stu.
Robert.
For Stu, because Stu is just glued to Cena because he missed him so much.
Yep. As soon as Cena returned, he's like, this man is my only cameraman, nobody else's. He sticks with me.
Unfortunately, Derek, the production snafus do not stop there, because up next we got the Women's Intercontinental Championship match, and Becky is being played out by the Wonder Years. Motherfuckers do not have their sync with the audio. I understand having them lip sync because you can't have a band that has gone out and said ICE and Free Palestine have a live mic on your biggest stage. Sure, whatever. At least because they're in sync with each other. They're not in sync with the music because you timed it wrong. Okay?
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
It looked really weird. Like, it was so off that if you weren't watching and only glanced once in a while, you would still see it.
Yeah.
That's the worst part about it. Now, don't get me wrong. She came out. She was happy as hell to have them and everything. She had a great entrance.
Yeah, great coat. Great coat.
Yeah, you put that much effort into Becky's entrance for WrestleMania, and you did nothing special really for AJ. She just comes out and skips basically in comparison.
Yeah, but she had the like 24 little girls dressed up like that was cute.
That was cute. No, I just mean it's not on that same level.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have been equal in how much they're going to put into it for each one, because you could have gone down even the funnier path with it and done like all these little girls and have a band out there too and shit, and like, I don't know, maybe shoot some flower petals in the air. We get to see that at some point later anyways.
You know what would have been really good? Should have sent her out there with Rue, Becky and Seth's daughter, dressed up like AJ. Like, she would carry her to the ring, like belt on one shoulder, Rue on the other one, and they skip to the ring. That would have been great.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have loved that.
Also, shout out to that one, the smallest little girl out there who noped out of there immediately.
Yep.
I hope she's doing great.
She was the smart one.
Yeah.
She was. She knew. She was like, I gotta get the hell out of here. This is a bad WrestleMania.
Yeah. It was real bad.
She's like, I'm on that Bork laser contract.
Dude, that match is going 30 seconds. That's my fucking money.
I wouldn't doubt it, dude. At this point, I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, fuck. Overall, okay. On the match, I felt like more focus was put on the Becky Lynch, Jessica Carr dynamic more than the match itself.
Which is why I also think we might, like, our group might be right in the Jessica Carr, Becky Lynch rivalry coming soon.
Yeah.
This kind of leaned into that even more.
Yeah.
I feel like this was another match that if creative had even put a tenth of the amount of effort in as they did with the Cody Randy shit with this one, this would be much more over, and probably should have been an opener or closer then at that point, because this is one of the more consistent matches in my opinion of the night.
Yeah. No,
the ladies cared. Yeah, the ladies cared a lot, and I felt like the end result was quite the upset that a lot of people did not expect.
Yeah, and I'm here for it. I like these kind of surprises, Yeah. Also, I really gotta give it to the one bump that AJ took, where Becky kind of like whipped her into the turnbuckle, but she hit head first on the rope first. Like, I love that. That looked nasty.
So for all you at home, if you didn't see this spot, these two have been going at each other for like maybe 3 minutes now at this point.
Yeah.
And this is the second Black Widow or whatever that AJ has tried.
Yeah.
And on this one, Becky kind of grabs her by the arm mid clinching of the lock, and just whips her, manhandles her right into the rope, dude. Yeah. And she hits the rope and then drags right into the turnbuckle. It looked nasty at first.
Yeah. Easily, like,
great spot.
Yeah, easily my favorite spot of the match, because the rest of it was, it, like I said, it was more focused on the dynamic between Becky and the ref, which was fine. Like, you're building a story there. That's cool and stuff like that. AJ got a spotlight on WrestleMania. That's wonderful, because let's face it, she's been gone for, a decade. And last time she was around, I think she was on the pre-show even, not even on the main show. So she deserves it. Yeah.
This
Becky getting the new title run is going to be fun.
Yeah, no, and quite the upset for a lot of people. I also didn't expect Becky to win. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I was really leaning towards an AJ victory on this. I was just like, the writing's on the wall.
Yeah.
Like Becky can't handle stuff. If Jessica Carr is in there, crash out Becky. That's it. But no, she crashes out a little bit with Carr. Don't get me wrong. Like they have their own little spat there, and
when they were
Carr
like,
hits
when
her.
she was right up to her face, and Carr's just like, not engaging, not engaging.
Yeah, like it was a fun spot. But I feel like at the end of the night, AJ's showboating is what lost her this, because she couldn't help herself, kind of like Punk can't help himself at times.
Yeah.
And so we have Becky go to attempt the Black Widow's kiss, whatever
Black Widow.
Black Widow go to attempt to do it, and AJ immediately bosh on that. But not even a moment later, she goes to do the manhandle, and Becky puts a stop to that immediately, and we're going back and forth with this. And at that point, is when I realized, like, oh, AJ can't help herself. Okay, she's showboating, she's losing now, and sure as shit, Becky starts to take control, stops paying attention to Carr, and boom, takes the victory.
Like, this was one of the better matches of the night. Even though it was sub 10 minutes, that's fine. Like, this needed more time. Because it would have. I think it got the point across in the, like, 8 minutes that it was. I think it was that was fine. Like,
I would have liked a little bit more back and forth of them each attempting each other's moves, like a couple more times. Like, not a lot, but just that a little bit extra to kind of sell the idea more that these two women just cannot stand each other and would love to use each other's move, because that's quite the petty thing to do.
Yeah, I just would, like I said, I would have preferred more like a fuckery setup, like the whole thing with Rue. I think that would have leveled this up a little bit more. But this was, like, as far as like mid card stuff goes, fine.
Could have been an opener. I'm telling you, or even a closer, depending on how it was promoted. But this didn't have to be in the mid card. This would have been a better way to set you up for failure and for disappointment had this been the opener instead of the the Usos match, dude. Because at least you'd have been like, oh wow, we're starting off good here. Maybe this is gonna be a good WrestleMania. Yeah. Instead of right off the bat going, oh, I'm eating dog shit today. Okay.
Luckily, we have a little bit of a reprieve in the least built match of the whole show, but the one that over delivers the most. Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Right off the bat, I enjoy Gunther getting the career killer on his Titantron. Yeah. No nonsense entrance for Gunther, obviously. Makes sense. Perfect. Seth, my God, he cannot pass up an opportunity to make an entrance at WrestleMania. Jesus Christ, bro. I loved it. The smoking jacket, the all black contacts, the smooth removal of them. They were in there 1 second. The camera pans around his back. They were gone by the time they got to the front. Smooth motherfucker. Loved his gear. Yeah, loved his gear.
Yeah,
that shit looked tight.
The gear was great.
Yeah, and then right off the bat, Michael Cole, shut the fuck up. This isn't going to be a 5-star classic. This is going to be a fight. Shut the fuck up, dude. Let these guys work. All right?
Yeah. I honestly would have argued this would have been a near perfect match had the ending not gone down the way it did, kind of, because I wasn't happy with it. The ending.
You know what? I would have been on the same boat if this had a better build. Just a better build, and this would have been great. I would have, written off the fuckery at the end, but if it had a better build. But this was just like, these guys had their working boots on. I'm gonna give them both a lot of credit. I know I like the Seth because he's not a draw. The metrics don't lie. He's just not a draw. I'm sorry, Seth, but he puts on he puts the work in. Gunther's awesome. I love his hard hitting, give no shits style of wrestling, where he's just like, I'm gonna chop you down the and powerbomb the fuck out of you, and you'll respect me whether you want to or not. I like their dynamic. They wrestle great together. They got good chemistry.
Yeah.
And This was solid all the way around, right up until the end. And,
yeah, no, this is something that if you had put any sort of real build to this, this would have been a contender on the WWE end for match of the year.
Yeah, like if we're going on the WWE curve, absolutely. This is stellar on the WWE curve. On worldwide wrestling, this is like a 5. This is like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah. It's just okay. You have both of these guys considered to be like tactical wrestlers, and they in different ways though. Like Gunther's like that old school style. Seth mixes in a lot of that high flyer shit that he used to be able to do with a lot of this more bruiser type. Now that he can't do flippies as easily anymore, though we did get to see a little bit of that. Though.
Yeah.
He busted out some shit we haven't seen in a long time,
dude. The 3 back-to-back suicide dives. Yeah,
dude, loved it. It was nice to see these two be tacticians in the ring, and it actually come across on TV. There was a lot of back and forth with like the stomp and everything, and Gunther trying to choke Seth. Seth bit fucking Gunther's arm at one point to stop him.
Yeah,
and then went to choke him out, and Gunther put his foot up on the rope eventually. Like, this match.
Yes, this was well thought out. This was well paced. This started off even before the bell rang. Like, they started brawling on the outside and all that shit, and then dragged it into the ring, and then they got to business, and like, it was well worked. It was good selling from both of the guys in here. It was good build. I don't even hate the fuckery at the end because of how it was. It could have been better if it was executed better on the production side.
Yes,
on the production side, fuck up the moment here, because I liked the returning of Bron Breakker in this moment just to fuck over Seth, because we gotta do something with the Vision. They're pointless without Bron Breakker or Bronson Reed, and now he can clown on the rest of those assholes in the group and show them what it takes to be an actual star in this guy business. Because Bron Breakker's money. He is. Yeah. No, I've been wanting Bron Breakker back for a long time.
Yeah. Like, I love the guy. I think arguably one of the first names that come to mind when you think of the future of wrestling.
Yeah. And let's be real, this is the only way you could really have this match go, because neither one of these guys can lose at this point, right? Gunther's riding that career killer, I retire legends run. Seth just came back. He just came back, and he's supposed to be like taking on the Vision. Like, it's a whole faction. You can't make him look super weak right off the jump with this. There's got to be some fuckery abound if he's gonna lose.
Yeah, my thinking is have the fuckery come not from Bron but from Paul Heyman, because my thinking. Okay, because they ruined the Bron spot, in my opinion, the production end, not Bron. Bron did an amazing spear.
Absolutely.
They did not catch it correctly.
Yeah, they missed the kip up too.
Yeah, it pissed me off how poor that was caught.
Yeah,
but
the second spear much better caught with the drone. That was fantastic.
Yeah, because at that point they were like, "Shit, we can't fuck this up again."
Yeah.
My issue with it is that I didn't need like that level of fuckery to get over the idea of neither of them losing. I feel like Paul Heyman coming out there and distracting Seth would have been enough, in my opinion. And then after the loss and Seth's all pissed off and goes to beat the shit out of Paul Heyman, then Bron comes out and spears him.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, though, like, you gotta be careful with the Bron spot, like the surprise spear, because the second the crowd registers that he's in the building and he's making his way to the ring, they start barking. Yeah, no,
that's why, even though I'm happy they didn't do the hoodie again with him.
Oh, yeah.
You could have had him wear the hoodie coming through the crowd, rip the hoodie off, jump over the barricade, and then do his spot.
Yeah.
So that they don't have a long time to start barking. I don't know. I want more creativity, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm spoiled for options of unseasoned food.
Yeah. It needs some spice. It needs a little bit of spice. the upside is I do have faith that Braun Breaker and Seth can make it work in between the ropes.
Yeah. Dude, no doubts.
Yeah,
I just worry on creative.
Yeah, I have zero faith in creative at this point. Zero faith in creative at WWE whatsoever. Because it's just been so dog shit.
Seriously, hire us. Like, literally.
Hire anybody. Hire anybody. I'll do that shit for free. Okay?
No. Whoa.
No, residuals. I'll get residuals. Okay? Give me residuals on socials, because this shit's going to go viral.
Alex, we need to treat this like their feet pics, all right? This shit's gold mine.
Derek,
especially if we bring a Walsh in.
Derek, I'm saying if we do this for free, we can just supplant Triple H when he gets fired in about 6 weeks' time.
God, can we just, like, every time he's on screen have, like, a little hidden blurb that says Triple K?
Just a little caricature of his big nose, bald head, fraud face.
just like the head itself floating miraculously in midair with him shooting water out.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, okay, we got another match before the main event. Women's World Championship match. Stephanie Becker rocking up against Liv Morgan. Liv coming out to her choreographed new music. God, that song is dog shit. God, that song is fucking dog shit.
Okay. Hopefully editing Derek gets this done by then. I doubt he will. He's been trying to figure out how to get this to. He's never had to do this before, but editing Derek's been trying to make a mashup of Liv Morgan's Trouble with KSI's Thick of It, because they are on that same level. They just have a different BPM.
Dude, this is like, oh God.
This is this generation's Christina Aguilera if Christina Aguilera was dog shit.
Yeah, like she is in her Britney, Christina era without the talent.
I feel like she's having the time of her life, so I don't want to, like, I know I've already started shitting on it, but I don't want to shit on it any more than I have to.
Here's the deal. No, we love Liv. Liv's one of our favorites. Absolutely. Yeah. This song ain't it, though, bro. Like, it just ain't it.
Which part of me's hoping it's satire. Like, this is on purpose for the character, like, to be this bad.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm hoping, because she is having fun with this, and I don't like shitting on it this much necessarily because of how much fun she's having, but I could not make it through that song the first time. The only time so when the first time I heard, I got through like a minute, maybe at best.
Yeah.
The second time was when editing Derek's like, okay, we got to actually record this, which means you can't fast forward.
Oh God, dude. Look, I'm not going to stand on the high horse about wrestling entrance music. Absolutely. Like, there's definitely some that are in my gym playlist. Kenny Omega's Battle Cry. Abso-fucking-lutely. Voices. Why the fuck not? Metalingus. Who the fuck cares? Come on, dude. I mean, for fuck's sake, Chris Jericho rode the wave of Judas for his entirety of his beginning run in AEW.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like Fozzy, but people are gonna sing along to Judas. Nobody's singing along to this shit.
I feel like if this isn't kayfabe, this was a thing that could have been stopped at so many different intervals.
Yeah. Like,
is there only yes men?
Yes. There's only yes men. There's nobody that says no. Oh
my God. Because this is literally okay. This doesn't. The choreography is different. Obviously, the outfits are different.
Yeah.
But this is straight up Christina Aguilera's like 2004, 2005 mega hit, "Dirty."
No, dude. The outfit is Britney. It's Britney at the VMAs or some shit with the hair waist.
Yes. Where she was wearing the the nude colored outfit.
Yeah. That's
I remember
what this
that.
was.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yes, but without ripping that off.
No.
Because instead she's wearing her in-ring gear underneath, which great in-ring gear. Those look really good on her.
I like the little tattoo designs that were on like the sleeves and shit. That looks like fucking cool.
Yeah.
But we got another entrance because we got Stephanie Vaquer coming out with her new terrible music that sucks. Song sucks so hard. The previous one was so good, like it was perfect.
But there was a good part about her.
Yes,
her entrance,
dude. Those pedals coming down like Rainmaker Okada dollar bills.
Dude, seriously.
It was
and
gorgeous.
Then she walks through them, and the ones that are already on the ground like cascade and move to the side around her dress and dude, I was in love. I was like, this is amazing. Like, what they need to do this from now on.
Yeah, but they're not going to.
No. But that was my favorite entrance of the night. Technically, was that spot right there because she looked so majestic coming out.
Yeah, it was a good look. Oh, I loved it. And the match itself, I feel like, wait, let me get the official time here of what it was like, bell to bell. 6 minutes, 51 seconds.
Yeah, yep. I was going to say this was near 5 minutes. It had to be because this was so short.
This was insanely short. This is ridiculous. This is your Women's World Championship match. It's a straight up match. I know we're going to have some Judgment Day fuckery abound and all that kind of shit in here. Absolutely. Of course. But give them some time because it feels like they cut out the middle part of this match.
This match is another match that I argue, if creativity was not dead in WWE and they just put 10% of the effort, like they did with Randy and Cody, this and also should have been, but would have been an opener or closer. I argue closer because of it being the women's world title. Instead, we get a 6-minute match that, like you said, they cut the middle out. The ending was jarring as fuck. I'm sorry. This could have been a 5-star match with the feud that's been going on between these two. Yeah. Especially outside of WWE and on social media.
My God, these two have been dragging this feud, kicking and screaming to WrestleMania while creative leaves it behind.
Yes. Like, how do you drop the ball on these two superstars? You have Liv Morgan, who has arguably had one of the most decorated WWE careers in such a short amount of time for a woman wrestler. Yeah. She's made so many WrestleMania appearances and lost so many WrestleMania appearances.
And leveled up every year. She has gotten consistently better.
She has one of the best rivalries in WWE so far in 2026. Yeah. With Stephanie Vaquer, one of your hottest, newest wrestlers of the past year.
Easily.
Like, and I don't even mean hottest in like a sexual way. I mean hottest in like she brings the heat in the ring and all that and like brings you fans. Like, holy shit. And you drop the ball like this. You not only do you give them less than 10 minutes. This should have been a 30-minute match. Maybe 15 on the minimum end. Yeah. You relegate this to the mid card? Are you kidding me?
I mean, it's sub main event.
This should have been a main event, though, is my argument. Like this, the stakes should have mattered more.
Yes.
I'm tired of the men being featured on the main event all the time when their storylines have been dog shit.
It's true. I mean, all the storylines have been fucking dog shit for the most part. I do want to give a quick little highlight, though, to Liv rocking the more nude style makeup to show off the bruises.
Yeah.
That was good.
It kind of gave her that crazy like Crazy X vibe where they come at you without all the makeup and stuff because they've been crying for 12 hours. Yeah. So it's all just kind of wiped away.
Unhinged and just like ready to fucking slash some tires and shit.
Dude, in all the best ways. All the best ways.
I mean, obviously we're gonna get some fuckery with the Judgment Day. So Roxanne is there, Raquel's there. I love that Stephanie Vaquer fought them both off. I liked how she kicked out of the Oblivion on the first attempt. It felt a little rushed getting to the second one, and that being the 1, 2, 3. Honestly, I was surprised to find Dom out there post match, like he was supposed to get involved with how quick he was there, but he didn't.
Yeah, I think the original spot probably had him be the final one to get involved.
Yeah.
And it probably would have been... okay, this is an Austin theory here. I feel like the original spot was to have fuckery happen, where it seems like he's now gonna start being on Vicair's side on accident.
Right.
Like accidentally pulling some shit, and then Vicair gets distracted, and that's how she loses.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like maybe like he kisses her or something, and then it pisses Liv off or something, and Liv
like
goes
he gets up
mental.
like on the ropes and like he's distracting the ref, but Liv like Irish whips Stephanie Vicair over to that side. The ref dodges and they accidentally kiss. And she goes insanely psycho. Like she hits the backbreaker on her, and then like and she starts to take a swing at Dom. He like dodges out of the way, and then there's like a quick roll up, and then she kicks out, and then she goes for the like that's what it should have been.
Yeah, and I wonder if that kind of was the original idea before they're like, oh shit, we have way too many commercials we need to show. Your match doesn't matter anymore.
We gotta show off the Mandalorian in the audience with the robotic Grogu. Hurry up.
Which sure, that was a fun spot.
Mm-hmm.
But like when this is like that's the highlight in between 25 minutes of commercials. Like
we got to show off the cone zone. Have you seen that commercial with Cody?
Yeah,
dude, it looks like he's about to like he's doing the Donald Trump dance with that cone.
He is doing he's like Or also his Wheatley vodka one, where like this isn't America. What is this? Oh, this is America. Wee. Like. I fucking hated that commercial.
Okay. Shit. Let's move on because we do have a bright spot. We got a second appearance by John Cena in his hosting duties to announce that, official attendance is 50,816. But he is interrupted by a returning Bianca Belair, who we have missed dearly. But she
looking great, too.
Yeah. Oh, God. Dude, she is
glowing.
Yeah. In more ways than one. Honestly, because she comes out there, she's like, hey, we gotta make a quick amendment to the attendance record because the EST is pregnant with a baby, and God, she is the most pregnant woman that I am the most terrified could whoop my ass without a second thought.
Yes, and also, by the way, I knew something was up, and Christina had said I was wrong, but I knew something was up when she didn't do her normal hop around and swing her hair.
Yeah,
I was like, something ain't right here. She's like, she's wearing heels. I'm like, no, I've seen her do that in heels.
Yeah.
So that ain't it. And then sure as shit, she opens up the lacy thing and shows her belly off.
Yeah.
And she was just glowing the whole time. And I was so happy for her. But it also explains why they've been dicking us around on that injury too.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling that was true to some degree initially.
Oh, yeah.
But then pregnancy and everything, and
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
The one thing I will say that I didn't like about this is like, why wasn't Tez out there?
He was out back. He was in the back. I saw they posted pictures.
Yeah, yeah. So gorgeous photos. Gorgeous photos.
Yeah. They took pictures behind backstage right before she went out there. It's still weird not to bring him out.
Right? Like,
and maybe have Dawkins come out too, and they help her up into the ring.
Mm-hmm. And Dawkins, as he has now dubbed them, the weak pullout gang.
Yep. He could have said that in the ring.
I know. Oh God, I miss the Street Profits on TV, bro.
So do I. But God damn, was it good to see her in the ring again, even if it's not in a wrestling position yet.
Yeah, I mean, good for her. And God, I can't wait for Naomi's kid and her kid to grow up and be a dominant tag team that's going to run that division.
That's the Nepo babies I want in this world.
Dude, Tez and Bianca's kid is going to be the strongest kid to have ever lived.
That kid will be either the first John 117 or the parent of John 117.
Yeah, that kid's going to come out benching like 150 right out the womb.
And because of how we've seen both of them wrestle, the luck that they have, you combine both of those, and then all of a sudden you have John 117 luck.
It's true. Oh man, like one of the most feel good moments of the night, easily right here.
Yeah, and I wish Cena wasn't out there for it. To be honest with you,
it was a little weird. Yeah, a little weird. I do gotta give him credit though. Fantastic suit. Fantastic suit.
Yes,
he's looking money.
But he also did not believe himself when he was saying the numbers. You can see the look on his face. I don't know if these numbers are real, man. Like,
I doubt they were real. Honestly, lowest attended like WrestleMania in a minute, bro.
It was
even at the inflated numbers.
Because it was like 60K last year, right? For each night, like minimum.
Yeah, just about. Yeah,
it's like 61 to 64 or something like that last year for each night. Obviously, this is less people are there because we've known like 10% less overall, like consistently while the tickets were on sale.
I mean, it was 20% below before they announced that they were not going to quarter off the price.
Mm-hmm.
So if it ended up being like 10% less attended last year, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we're running back to the same city that we were just at last year. The card isn't the most dynamic or interesting. The storylines haven't been great. Everything's more expensive, not including the tickets. Like, people are hard up. It is what it is. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I feel like they need to follow what AEW has learned, and less is more.
Yeah.
Like, it's TKO. They're going to try and squeeze every dollar they can because it's a vulture capitalist group. But come on, man, just put a little bit of effort.
Yeah, that's not their mantra. Speaking of effort, though, we got the WWE Undisputed Championship match main event. Randy Orton facing Cody Rhodes. Pat McAfee, first person out there, doing his dick. Thank you, Pat, for not wearing a stupid ass, dumbass, empty-headed motherfucking belt buckle like you're from fucking Texas for this. But Jesus Christ, you're still a goddamn embarrassment. Then we get Randy's entrance. No flair, no extras.
Oh, no,
understated.
No.
What?
We got Randy's entrance 3 to 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was on loop, because it took him 2 songs worth of time to just go down the ramp.
Yeah.
One loop of it to get up the stairs and into the ring, and one final loop of him finally doing his little spiel in the ring. I was getting annoyed after all the matches we had that were so short and all the commercials we've dealt with. Now we have a 10-minute Randy fucking Orton entrance, and don't get me wrong, this is a Randy Orton household.
Yes.
We stand Randy Orton in this household. We went into this match going, whether or not the storyline has been dog shit, as long as Randy wins, I'll deal with whatever. I'll put up with whatever. We didn't even get that.
Yeah, I would have appreciated Champion Viper here, but just a long, delayed entrance for Randy Orton. And then we get the Bat Cave for Cody Raheem Rhodes, where we show off all the gimmicks, good and bad, in the worst possible light of these Cody Rhodes mannequins. And then he comes out. Who is making these helmets that are 2 sizes too big for him? Who is making these helmets too big for him? Because it's a good look if it was sized right. If it was sized right, it'd be fucking funny, but it looks fucking ridiculous. He looks like a goddamn JD McDonough bobblehead.
Yes, thank you. Not only that, this entrance gives off the impression that Cody Rhodes is going to his death and will never wrestle again. Like he's retiring or something. Why go to that effort if that's not the stakes that have been put forth between us, or for us? Because then it would make sense. This didn't make sense. He comes out, helmet way too big, JD bobblehead, wearing all gold sequins, which sure would have looked cool without the helmet, probably.
Oh yeah,
was way too shiny and was glowing off of the helmet. It was too much.
We did get the return of the Cody Vader, though. He got to use the Cody Vader.
Yeah, we got to use the Cody Vader again. Yes. They looped his. They didn't even start with his song, actually.
No.
They started with a different song, a mournful song.
It was an orchestral over a voiceover.
Yes, which, again, gives you the impression Cody's going to his death.
Yeah.
Like this is the final ride. Right? Like, you're in it. Like,
this is a Ric Flair at retirement match entrance.
Yes. Yes. And this is not what we get. This match, Alex?
Yeah.
Remember how you said this could have been like a WWE Raw or SmackDown match?
Yeah.
I argue this is where my point stands, that this should have been on main event. This was how bad this was.
Dude, I hate this match. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actively hate this match. This is so pointless of this. Okay, right off the bat, I appreciate them doing the entrance, and then they do the announcements, and Pat steals the microphone to introduce Randy, cut a little promo. That was fucking cute. I liked how when Alicia Taylor goes to do the introduction for Cody, he snatches the mic at the end and says one more thing, sneak attack Cody, and then, you know, we get the fuckery, we get a little brawl, and Cody gets the upper hand, and thankfully this is the only, you know, inclusion of Jelly Roll where they have him, you know, elbow drop Pat through the fucking table. If we're going to include him, I'm glad it was this little. Yeah. And then both of them are eliminated from the match, and we can get to, you know, a bog standard match. Smart start. Starts falling apart immediately after that, because then we start accentuating the stories that they obviously seeded with Randy's injured. Why the do we have Randy Orton being the biggest heel version of Randy Orton, garnering sympathy with a injury on this guy match, and Cody acting like a heel if we're not actually going to execute the double turn? Why the are we doing this? This is stupid.
Alex?
Yes.
I think my original idea of how this storyline should have gone proves true.
Yeah.
Cody should have been the one to turn heel at the signing.
Yes.
And screwed over Randy.
When he took off the helmet in the entrance, he should have had his hair dyed black. I know he made a joke about that, but that would have been money.
That would have proved it, too. Yes. Because, yes, you're right. Cody was doing heel shit the entire match. Like, they were trying to, like, find a spot for the crowd to be like, oh, he is heel now, and start booing him.
Randy Orton was wrestling like a fucking Ricky Morton back in the day. Prime era babyface. I'm reaching through the screen. Feel sorry for me getting my ass beat.
And yet at the same time was supposed to be the big heel in the match. At this, like, this creativity's dead in WWE, everybody.
They forgot the basics.
Randy Orton, if you weren't going to have him go into this match being the face, he should have turned face mid-match.
Yes.
Guaranteed. Have the voices go away mid-match and have Cody not be able to turn this off for himself and have Randy have to put him down.
Look, legitimately, the crowd reactions are going to force them to do that, because at no point in time was Randy getting booed. Pat was getting booed. Nobody was booing Randy Orton. People were booing
Jelly
Cody.
Roll was getting booed.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Jelly Roll. Nobody wants him fucking there. People were booing Cody.
Like crazy.
Like crazy. The crowd is going to force you to make this turn because you fucked up. You fucked up the biggest babyface you've had since John Cena and Cody Rhodes by overexposing his shenanigans and not giving him a proper post-win run with the belt. You fucked around too much with it. You played too many games, especially with the John Cena retirement run. You fucked around too much with this character, and now people are rejecting babyface Cody Rhodes. People love Randy too much. They love him even more when he's a dickhead heel because it's fucking awesome and he's ruthless and people want to back winners and they want them winning Randy Orton. He's going to go right back to face no matter how dastardly he is unless you do something pure evil. Like, he's got to punt Liberty across the ring. Okay.
Which we did get a punt, actually, the
and
first
the people
time in
cheered
over
for
2
it.
years. Well, and here's the thing.
They begged for another one.
Yes. Why was this shenanigans after the match was over? This should have been in the match.
Yes.
If you wanted to sell us more on Randy being the heel of the match, no matter what Cody did, that punt had to happen in the match, not after the fact.
Look, if all of this was just to get another match between Randy and Cody at like Backlash or SummerSlam, if you're going to drag it out that long, do the title change now. You want to keep a babyface Cody Rhodes? He's got to be on the fucking face. He's got to be on the chase.
Thank you. God damn it, because that's literally what I was me and Christine were talking about this last night. I was like, Cody should have lost.
Yeah.
Like this, the storyline wise, it makes the most sense. Don't get me wrong. We love subversion. We do. When the storytelling is good.
Yeah.
There has been no good storytelling with this rivalry here that has sprung up in a contract signing. Because there was no real rivalry between them. We got little instances with like Randy
looking
kind
at
of
the
looking
belt.
at Cody weird, and we of course we got some lead up.
Yeah, we had 20 years
real-
of history that we never fucking tapped into.
That they kept bringing up, yet oh my god, they fucked this so hard.
Here's the biggest fuck. Here's the biggest fuck. Okay, takes out Charles Robinson. Right, he's down. Randy goes for the pin, and it's Pat fucking McAfee in a stupid fucking neck brace coming out there to do the count. He doesn't do a fast count. He just does a regular fucking count and doesn't, cheat the win. Why the fuck even have it be Pat?
Right. Like,
no advantage. What the fuck you doing, Pat? You're gonna fuck around and take advantage and cheat. Actually, fuck cheat. God damn it.
which is it's understandable why then Randy KOs his ass too. Like, I hated this, dude. This is such a bad WrestleMania night one.
It's so bad.
We bitched about last year's. I remember us bitching. Not as much, but we bitched about last year's.
I mean, there was the whole like Travis Scott and all that kind of ridiculousness with the fucking Rock. But
they left us excited after night one for some storylines that weren't necessarily dog shit yet.
Yeah.
Like the Cena retirement tour wasn't really done. It was just kind of coming up. And we were like, what the fuck with Travis Scott? But at the same time, we're like, oh shit, we're getting a Cena heel turn?
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah.
This was nearly 23 minutes. Nearly 23 minutes, and it was a vlog. It was a vlog.
Yeah, and I know that it says like you're like you said that it's the entrances don't count towards the thing. I beg to differ on this one because
no, the full
Randy's...
time was like an hour. It was an hour from the entrances till the end of the show.
God, I can't do that on YouTube. They'll get mad at me.
Yeah, you're gonna have to mosaic blur that out.
Yeah. God, okay. So behind the scenes here, everybody, I watched WrestleMania live except for this match because by the time we got to this match, the bell hadn't even rung yet or anything. We were in the middle of Cody's entrance when he was standing in the ring.
Yeah.
When Maya was like, "Dad, I can't hold it anymore. I got to go to the bathroom, and this will be more exciting for you than watching this." And I was initially annoyed. I was like, because I wanted to know what, in the match. I want to watch it live because you never know. I might pop on Threads again after like 3 months and say something.
Yeah.
No, I took the dog for a walk, come back, watch this dog shit match, and I was like, thank you, Mike, because I was able to fast forward.
Yeah. Big portions of this. Also, how the sausage is made. If you see the official like nightoff pod on Threads, I'm either really excited about the show or I am drunk and bitching about it.
I've noticed.
I went to the store earlier in the day before this show. I was very upset that they did not have my favorite hard cider in stock because I really wanted one watching this guy go.
I wish I drank.
Me too.
I made a nice dinner for WrestleMania. A nice dinner. I made a maple glazed salmon. Okay.
Yeah.
I made a beurre blanc sauce where I added a little bit of cumin, a little bit of paprika to it, right?
Yeah.
So not a traditional beurre blanc technically because I added spices to it.
Yeah.
And I made a mushroom lemon risotto.
Oof.
And I made a kale tossed salad.
Goddamn, son.
Dude, that kale salad was way better than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to tell you what.
Yeah.
I'm not always the biggest fan of kale. I love the peppery flavor because I love pepper. I put pepper on everything.
Yeah.
It's the aftertaste of kale. It always kind of is weird to me on its own, but
yeah. I always prefer just to like saute kale,
Well,
like
dude,
yeah.
You need to try kale mixed with arugula.
I can fuck that.
I made this chopped salad had I put arugula in it, bro.
Dude.
I'm telling you.
God, this is how dog shit this fucking WrestleMania was. We're talking about cooking and eating more than this fucking show because it was that fucking in the head. God damn.
This WrestleMania, I shouldn't have made that good of a meal because it didn't. WrestleMania did not deserve that effort.
It
from
did not
me, Alex.
warrant that at all.
It didn't even warrant fucking attendees.
Dude, I saw
Hot Pocket level fucking WrestleMania.
I saw people walking out the second the 3 count was done. The second, like, they didn't wait for the celebration. They didn't wait for the pyro. They're making their way out of that Allegiant Stadium ASAP.
Yep. After having been to a few WWE events now, I kind of understand a little bit. Like, I'm going to get stuck in traffic just to leave the parking lot for the next hour and a half unless I leave now.
Yeah. And it's fucking WrestleMania, dude. It's so many people in Vegas. You're walking down the street, you're gonna hear the like, it's a fucking meme at this point, but just people going Emotep, like the whole fucking thing. Like, you're not making it to
how they, yeah, and remember how they were like, oh, you can't watch this outside of Hulu and ESPN and at the event.
Yeah.
Well, they rescinded that shit so quick. Like, they started showing off. Like, look at all these people in London watching WrestleMania at the bar. Assholes, dude. Goddamn. For real.
This might be the worst WrestleMania since WrestleMania 2, when they decided to do it as 3 events across the country.
Yeah. I don't know how they can move forward as a brand without Danhausen now at this point.
Danhausen is saving this company being just the biggest sellout in the best way.
Yeah. No, and we love it, obviously. We love that Danhausen's selling out, because it feels like at the end of the day, we're going to find out that Danhausen cursed WWE so that only he makes money.
Yeah. Well, him and Punk.
Well, yeah, but Punk's gonna end up having to pay him anyways because he's gonna want comics, so he inadvertently gets paid by Punk too.
Have you seen I love every time Danhausen posts on social media that he's running into Punk, because he just pulls out his wallet and just hands him some cash. It's like, go away.
I love that one in Danhausen's apartment or whatever, and he pulls out the shirt,
yeah,
where it's Danhausen twice.
Yeah, with Bret Hart and AJ.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. I love the look on Punk's face. He's like, God damn it.
Yeah, he's like, because I'm going to have to wear this.
I'm going to have to wear it. He's like, yeah, wear it out to the ring.
Oh, God damn it. Look, I'm so upset with so many missed opportunities here. Because, like, dude, there's no Mello on the card. There's no Ilya Dragunov on the card.
There was a Mello on TV for a commercial wearing a horrible leather jacket.
Oh,
I don't know who let him wear it, but there
know.
was. I don't remember even what the commercial was, but it had Mello in it. And I was like, oh, Carmelo Hayes wearing a shitty jacket.
Yeah, like, God. There's no Motor City Machine Guns. Apparently, Asuka, Io, just left off the card. No Kyrie. No Fraxium.
So if you all remember from earlier in the podcast, Alex had brought up that the Asuka and Kyrie were benched because of the idea they might need to fill in for the Bella Twins. Well, that didn't happen.
No.
You could replace the main event with the Io Sky and Asuka match, and that would have been a banger.
Yeah, that would have been a banger. Dude, no Americanos, zero Americanos, none of that.
Except we did see the real Americano at the Hall of Fame with a sombrero, and
oh my God, yeah, he's just embraced the culture. He is just fully assimilated to the luchador culture, and I love that for him. Honestly,
I feel like I live vicariously through this El Grande Americano, because I too am a white boy who has adopted the Hispanic culture, the Mexican culture specifically, since I was a little kid. So yeah, I get it. I get it. Because I looked at that outfit and I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's not only, dude, not only is it fire, it screams like 21st century version of Blazing Saddles outfits.
Dude, it was so good. Like, he had that shit on. Also, so did Danhausen at the Hall of Fame when he had his wife's sunglasses on in the audience. Oh my God. The two of them are so good together. But also still, no Damian Priest, no R-Truth on the card. No MFTs, no Wyatt Six, none of that.
And they had just done some building up with the MFTs, and specifically Tamatonga.
Yeah.
With him splitting off.
Yep,
they just pushed real hard on that storyline of basically, of him separating, even though he's not at the same time. It's really fucking, he is separating.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
It's weird. Yeah, no Shinsuke, no New Day, no Julia, nothing.
That's another one. That's another one that kind of irked me a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Because Julia has one of the best stomps in the business.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
Like, let that girl. Oh, God damn.
Yep. No,
I could just.
No Jordan Grace. No, nothing from the Creed brothers. Nothing.
And Jordan Grace was teased behind the scenes too. Like the rumor mill was going around. We might actually see Jordan Grace fill in somewhere.
Yeah, I would like that.
So I don't know, man. I again, WWE. I am always available. We both are.
Yep.
So is Walsh. We might not quit our day jobs because it depends on how much you listen to us, but we will take over creative.
Yeah. Look, there is a lot of heavy lifting that Night 2 is going to have to do. Okay, because we got Dom and Demon Finn, right?
Yeah.
That's got potential.
Yeah.
That's got potential to be at least entertaining. We've got the ladder match for the Intercontinental Men's. Penta, Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, Javon, JD, McDonough, Rusev. I got faith that they can elevate that because it's a ladder match. It's going to be fucking awesome, right? Like they can't, unless it's as short as the women's fatal 4-way, I can't imagine them fucking that up too hard.
Let's be real, Alex. For every minute of wrestling you see on TV, there's 5 to 7 minutes of commercials.
Yeah, there is.
So
goddamn. United States Championship match. Sami Zayn, Trick Williams. Could have used an injection of Carmelo in there. I'm not gonna lie. Should have been a triple threat.
Me off. Yeah, or even a 4-way.
Yeah.
Like, there's gonna be some fuckery. Maybe Carmelo will come out and do some fuckery.
Yeah.
That'll allow Trick to take the belt. Not looking forward to it.
Yep. Not looking forward to the women's championship match, Rhea versus Jade. Honestly, it's going to be a Jade match. Don't really fucking care. I hope this is one of the ones I hope is short. This should be a fucking squash. Like Rhea should.
This should be a squash. Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
This should not even be considered a squash match. This should be less than that. She should come out, deck her in the face, knock her out, and just walk away with the belt.
Yep. And then, of course, we got the World Heavyweight Championship match, Punk versus Roman. This is gonna be overbooked nonsense. It's gonna be probably bloodline shenanigans, and we're all gonna be probably really pissed off if Roman wins.
Which is annoying because the Usos wrestled night 1, not night 2, so they're not going to be gassed out.
Exactly.
And their match was no time, so 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So of course they're not going to be gassed out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want Roman taking the belt. Everybody keeps saying Roman's taking the belt. It's like, but good story writing wise, you wouldn't have him take the belt.
Look, I'm so sick of the fucking Roman Glazers. I really am. Because it's all the fucking gaslighting by WWE rewriting history. The bloodline was dog shit until Sami Zayn got involved. It was.
Yeah. From the middle to the end was decent enough because Sami joined in the middle. Mm-hmm. And then the storylines got a little funky and a little weird because he added in like a weird twist to everything. And then the end of the bloodline was awesome.
Yeah. When Cody finishing the story, like that was peak. That was peak WWE right there. That was great. I loved it. It was so much fun. And we got the fuck with The Rock where it made it even more unpredictable, which I loved because it was so dumb. It was great.
Well, I
know you hated it because you got an axe to grind against The Rock, but I enjoyed it because there was enough chaos to keep me interested.
El Diablo Blanco's off today, so he couldn't be here to talk about his grievances, but dude, he's had many from in the ring. I
will contend the segment with The Rock whipping Cody in the rain outside is goated.
Oh, yeah. No, that spot, yes, goated as fuck. Loved that spot. Before then, the half-hour Blaze Fest when he was sucking his own dick in the ring.
That was so terrible.
Bullshit.
That was so terrible.
And then the 30-minute sucking Cody's dick and calling and like praising his mother and shit after the fact, pretending, or I shouldn't say pretending, forgetting about kayfabe and that he had a feud going on with Cody and wanted Cody's soul.
Yeah.
I could be for hours on that one. You would think after all this wrestling we've been watching for years, I would have forgotten that shit. No.
still bothers you. I love it. Oh God,
Bothers the fuck out of me just as much as Travis Scott bothered the fuck out of me.
oh God, I'm so glad he burned that bridge. Can you imagine them also including him in this main event? This shit? They would have.
But here's the thing, though. Last year, I still cared about the storylines.
Yeah.
This year, going into WrestleMania, I didn't really care about any of them so far.
I don't understand. I will never understand how they dropped including Drew and Jacob Fatu in the main event scene for them to feud with each other. Like this, we could have had a fatal four-way main event between Drew, Randy, Jacob, and Cody.
Yep.
And it would have been more interesting because then it would have been, you still could have done the heel turn with Randy. And then it's Cody with his back against the wall. And people wouldn't have been booing him. They would have been cheering because it's unstoppable odds for Cody Rhodes because he is up against 3 incredibly dangerous individuals instead of it just being Randy Orton and Pat McAfee.
And we could have had a great spot where Drew is trying to wait it out and not use up all of his energy just to get RKO'd in the middle of doing a Claymore.
Ooh, yeah. I would have loved that.
Where he's going to hit Cody and Randy comes off out of the side and wham!
Oh.
It would have been so good. And then you would have had Jacob Fatu then follow through with a moonsault off the top rope on him.
God damn.
Dude, again, WWE, we are willing to be hired. Yeah. Just come talk to us. Have your people talk to our people. Walsh is probably a lot more tenable when it comes to negotiations, so we'll put him forward. Because I'm going to be asking for some crazy shit. If Danhausen gets his Blimphausen, oh, I'm asking for some shit.
Yeah. God. And quick little wonderful shout out. Second, the credits hit. There's Tony Khan. Tune in to Dynamite on AEW Wednesday. We're the best wrestle.
That's right.
There is more wrestling on a week of AEW television of a Wednesday night than there was in the entire night of WrestleMania night 1.
Yep. It's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And granted, we're sickos. We love AEW, so like we're used to the idea of we get a little bit more wrestling in comparison.
Yeah.
This past like 2 months, and also WrestleMania included now, it's been kind of a joke on WWE's end. We get way more commercials than anything else now.
Yeah, you know what's not on an AEW pay-per-view? A commercial.
Yep.
You paid for a show. You're getting the show.
Yep. Some people are paying $30 a month for ESPN, whereas you pay $50 for the PLE or $40 now, I think it is.
With HBO Max,
with through HBO itself, for the same pay-per-view, you're just paying once in a while. You don't even have to fucking pay for it. You could like watch us and hear about it.
Hey, if you're international, you can watch it with myaew.com, which now has everything. That's internationally. True. I want them to bring that stateside.
Yeah, that needs to be here. Especially if they're going to get dicked over because of these streaming services getting bought out by the other corporations.
Yeah, the Paramount deal happens. God
yeah. Because then they're going to be WWE aligned and they're going to dick over AEW. So like AEW's basically feel like they're just setting it up for long term they can survive.
Smartly. Because, dude, legitimately, dude, instead of watching anything from WrestleMania night 1, I would go back and watch the fuck ass Chris Jericho Ricochet match again. Yeah.
Because even though I didn't really like that match overall, it was not a bad match or anything. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, it was awful.
No.
That is a 5-star match in comparison to pretty much anything on night 1 of WrestleMania 42.
And it was like probably the worst match of the night.
Yep. Yes, it was.
Not including the trios match with the injury that got cut short.
Yeah, I'm kind of biased though, because every time I see Chris Jericho, I'm always just, my mind is elsewhere, wondering where his wife was on January 6, 2021.
Oh, wait, I forgot the biggest fuckery of all. Andreas Hale from ESPN was denied media credentials to be at WrestleMania.
I saw that. Works for ESPN. Where the fuck thing is playing on?
Yeah. Oh God.
I saw the rumor because he rated WrestlePalooza a C or C plus, which is like his lowest rating he's ever given for a WWE PLE.
Yeah.
That might be why they snubbed him. Which, if true, I hope they didn't listen to any of our shit, because the shit that we said about WrestlePalooza was much worse than anything he could have said.
Yeah. He has also had some pretty bad takes over the years and has said some pretty deplorable shit of his own right. So that's fine.
Sure. But the fact that they're denying him when he works for ESPN is hilarious.
Yeah. God damn. The only saving grace I have for this fucking show is they kept the Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee interaction to a fucking minimum.
Well, and they learned their lesson. They decided to RKO Pat McAfee because nobody wants him there.
Yeah, nobody.
Even Cole was like, I stood by that man as he faced Gunther face to face, and he has the gall to do this. I was like, dude, you even got your best bud Cole against you now.
It's because he didn't bring him any edibles when they got to Vegas.
Yep.
Quick question though. Is Pat McAfee gonna carny the fuck out of this, or is he actually gonna stay away from wrestling?
I hope he actually stays true to his word and stays away.
Yeah.
Maybe just be on the outer sphere of it, like talking about it again, but not being in it. And then have some carny bull happen down the road where he's like, you know what, you forced my hand. I have to go.
Yeah.
I know I vowed, but sometimes vows are meant to be broken. And then in that moment, lightning strikes Alex.
Yeah.
And he becomes one of the most fun classes or subclasses you could ever play in D&D, an Oathbreaker.
Oh man, that's fucking great. Oh God, I do want to do a quick little side tangent here, because TNA has had just a perpetually even more week somehow in comparison.
God, yeah.
Yeah, there was a match at WrestleCon where before like there was any bell, people were chanting "Fuck TNA." They had was it Rebellion, where there was fuckery abound and just missed spots left and right. It was such fucking dog shit, bro. I feel so bad for so many people involved. There was supposed to be I forgot who was involved, but there was supposed to be like a ref spot where the ref gets dragged out of the ring. The wrestler that does it is completely out of position, like 5 feet away from the spot when it's supposed to happen. The poor ref drags herself out of the ring to stop the count. It's so bad, dude. Oh God.
That's on Reddit. If y'all need to look it up, that spot is on Reddit. That's how funny it is.
Yeah, I feel like it was just too late to miss the latest edition of Botchamania, but God, there's some fucking gems in there too. Jesus.
And the sad part is as gold as that is, it might get dwarfed by WrestleMania for the next Botchamania. So
I guarantee, dude, Matthew is gonna have a fucking field day with all the production snafus. He's gonna have so much fun with all the fucking signs that they were trying to keep off camera, but they couldn't. It was God damn. I can't wait for night, dude. I'm actually excited for night 2, because here's what I want to happen. I want it to happen so bad. I know it's not going to, but this is I'm trying to manifest this. Okay, opening match is obviously going to be Brock versus Oba, right? I want Brock on his entrance to double down on his fuck ups lately, like cowboy hat on. He's got his ring gear on. He's gonna go do his little like leap thing that he does. He's gonna slip again, fall on his ass, and tear his pants at the same time.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love that. Every time I've seen him come out for an entrance, I'm always waiting for something to happen. So yes, you're not going to get an argument from me on that one, because God, if we have to stomach that man being on our TVs against our will, which is on fucking par with this man and Vince and all that, with no consent. Then I want him to be the ass of a joke the entire time, like falling, ripping his pants,
humiliated. Put him back in the fucking sombrero and then have the mariachi band again and have him do his little fucking dance. Have him fucking humiliated. Put like pies to the face. Pies to the face for fucking Brock Lesnar because I can't stand him as a person. He's a phenomenal worker, phenomenal wrestler. Throw that caveat out there. Hate him as a person. Hate him with a passion as a person. He is such fucking trash. Also, side note, who the fuck is seating the guy in chance at the Hall of Fame? I know it's somebody there. I
hate everything.
It's so terrible.
Honestly, I am hoping that Oba goes to do a British uppercut and steps maybe a half second too late and plants a real one, knocks out Brock, ends the match.
No, that. I want Oba to punch him real stiff in the fuck knees and make him piss himself.
Dude, have him piss blood right there and then.
Yeah.
Just dreaming out, dude.
Yeah, do it. He'd be a fucking legend.
I would love that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, night 2 real quick. So we got that. We got Jade, Rhea. We got Punk. I don't think there's anything else that we really like. Who do you want to win the ladder match other than Penta?
God, honestly, Javon.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will argue. I feel like we should also have Royce Keys in this match.
No, Derek, he is cursed because he won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. So you can say goodbye to Royce Keys. You're never gonna see him anywhere near the main event scene. He'll be lucky to hit like a mid-card title.
It took Mello 2 years after winning that to undo the curse.
Yeah.
So yeah. Of course I want Javon to win because I want Javon to be one of the youngest people not only at WrestleMania but to win a title at WrestleMania too. I think that would be great for him.
Yeah.
But again, Penta, obviously.
Yeah, Penta is funny. Also, if Demon Finn Balor loses at WrestleMania against Dominic Mysterio, retire the Demon gimmick forever.
Retire Finn at that point too, actually.
No. Finn could recover. The Demon aspect of his alter ego, retire that shit.
That's so hard. You should not give us the hint from when Dom is beating him up and everything from the match. Sure, do a little hint there. Don't put out a fucking graphic that shows us the Demon.
Don't do that.
I want to find out he is the Demon when he does his entrance.
Yeah.
Because I want to see the look on Dom's face when he's like, "Oh, I'm fucked."
Yeah, it'd be great.
Because Dominic Mysterio would have sold the shit out of that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Speaking of Dom, did you see his photo shoot for Paper Magazine?
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. Like he had that shit on, bro.
Yeah, my boy knows how to do it.
Dude, they call him Ranch because he be dressing.
He be dressing, yo.
Look. Maybe this will age better come, Monday Night Raw, post WrestleMania, but I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it because I don't see the potential storylines coming out of WrestleMania right now being any good.
If from night 1 is any way to look at it, night 2 is not going to be much better.
Yeah.
The only one that might get some real story way, like moving forward, is potentially Punk and Roman.
And Paige.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, because you're in that one's inevitable though because of her debuting. Which again, you have Paige, who's been gone for a long time, comes back, gets to debut at WrestleMania. Royce Keys has only really been on main event and now like one SmackDown and the Andre the Giant Rumble.
Yeah,
fuck you.
Yeah. That being said, I think she's actually younger than him. Because she's like 40. Yeah, she's like 33, isn't she? She was the youngest competitor in that ring for that match.
Yeah. Yes, she was. And granted, sure, she has some seniority in comparison to Royce. Because she's already been there once. But you have the meatiest of meat boys. And you keep not using him.
He should have been in the ladder match, too. He would have been dope. Another fucking big beefy boy to be with Rusev, to be a base out there.
Exactly, to be yes, because there was only Rusev as the base. Again, Alex.
Yeah.
WWE needs to fucking hire us.
Mm-hmm.
We will handle our payment as one would when selling feet pics. We're gonna sell ourselves for the highest market value, and we are not gonna saturate the market. We're only gonna put out good ideas.
That's it. We can throw out the bad ideas, and those can go in the trash. You can save them for your main event. That's where it can go.
We'll have two different trash cans. We'll have the one that we might dig back out of for those ideas. That we'll call that one the old man or road dog. And we'll have the ideas that we'll never touch again and must be incinerated so they'd never get brought up ever. And we'll call that the Triple K can.
I want to go out with a quick little note from our friend, the Bald Fraud, Triple K, who was quoted this week on the aspect of the stars in WWE and saying there is no replacement for a Cody Rhodes, a Roman Reigns, a CM Punk, a Randy Orton. Motherfucker, that's your job, is to build stars. It's your own fault that you can't pivot because you haven't built anybody else up. You have a massive roster of talent, not just in NXT, waiting in the wings, in developmental, learning the ropes. You have active majority roster in your main event slots that aren't being used or built. It's your own fault because you can't book. You fraud.
Yep. Don't get me wrong. We want a fighting champ, sure. We don't necessarily need to have like CM Punk or whoever's holding the heavyweight belt to literally defend it week in and week out. We don't really need that. But you could build up a rivalry in like a week where they're not wrestling. To lead us into,
or maybe
some
you can have Stephanie Vaquer wrestle somebody other than Raquel Rodriguez her entire champ run.
Yeah, which is really weird because like it made me believe that it was inevitable we were going to get a Raquel victory at WrestleMania,
right?
For that belt and not Liv. Yeah, I'm happy for Liv, but I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it should have been Raquel there.
Yeah, feels like a bit of a red herring.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just spent 2 hours bitching about a single guy show, basically.
Yeah, I know. And I was thinking, oh, the pod's gonna be real short today. We're just gonna bitch for like a half hour, about WrestleMania, throw out a prediction and call it a day.
Yeah. Maybe we'll be excited about Darby Allin finally getting the win on Dynamite in a fun little squash match.
Yeah, people were real pissed about that. I was happy with it because
he planted the flag of the company on Mount Everest. You give him a belt run.
Because I loved the Kenny Omega MJF match. It was a beautiful thing. It was a work of art.
Yep.
I feel like even though it pissed people off, it made sense for Darby to go in there, having learned all the times he's lost to MJF over the years.
Learning all the times he's lost. And then the setup on the actual show where MJF went radio silent over the weekend. He had no idea he had a match. He just wrestled Kenny by God Omega 3 days ago. He's not ready. It's getting put in the show last minute as far as he knows. And then he gets surprised because he tries and cheats, gets kicked in the balls, takes 4 coffin drops back to back of what was it? Scorpion Death Drop. He takes all the heaviest hits, and then as poetry, because this predates AEW, he gets pinned with a headlock takeover.
Thank you.
Poetry.
Yep. Go on Reddit, or it's probably on YouTube as well. I don't know how exactly to search for it, but I found it on Reddit where it shows the history of Darby going up against MJF and not only getting his ass whipped by MJF over and over and over again, but also losing in the headlock clinch pin.
Takeover, yeah.
Over and over again.
Since their days on the indies.
Yep.
Early in their careers.
Yep. So to have him do it back to him was fucking poetic. And I loved that Darby was like, I may be the face here, but I'm going to kick you in the dick as hard as I can. I'm winning.
Yeah, because he punched him in the dick. He punched him.
No, you're right. No, he punched him in the dick. You're right. He punched him. Yeah. But I love that because I know people were upset about it. It's like, no, that makes perfect sense. He took his opportunity. He's gassed from facing Kenny.
Yeah.
He just has to be a little dirty about it.
He called his shot at Dynasty. And you know what? Darby wrestled Andrade in a fucking classic on that same night.
Yep.
He was still prepped. He was still ready. Look, he can have a short run and it'd be great. He can be great. It's awesome. Let him hook because it's gonna be dope. And now he's defending it against Tommaso Ciampa on Wednesday.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I can't wait. I'm okay with how that went down because he took advantage of the situation. That's how the storytelling should be done.
Yeah.
Some people are still going to be upset no matter what.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Darby jumped on that shit because he knew that there was no way MJF was going to be prepped for that. It was smart.
Smart baby faces, bro. I love a smart baby face.
Because it's still that little bit of heel mixed in because it's that anti-hero shit.
Plus, and then he also got the morale hype boost from Sting just beforehand. I'm like, there's no way. Greensboro. Come on, bro. Come on, dude.
Yeah, dude. He came in and he basically Morgan Freemaned him. He got him ready. He narrated that shit to perfection.
So fucking good. God damn.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for night 2?
No.
Me neither, dude. I'm dreading it at this point. My girlfriend wants to go to the beach tonight and go pick seashells and stuff like that. I'm gonna do that instead of watching WrestleMania live.
Yeah, it sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cook and I'm just not gonna watch it until I'm done, and then I'll be like, hey, let's start it up now that I'm ready, because we can fast forward through all the commercials.
Yep. I'm gonna wait till it's halfway through.
The worst part is I bet you $100. I'm putting it down right now. So all of you, if you see some short pop out where Derek's handing off $100 through the internet into Alex's hand, I lost this bet. But I'm betting you $100 that even when I fast forward to go to fast forward through the commercials, the app's gonna crash the moment it goes to do that switch into the commercials, regardless.
Yeah. Oh.
And I'm gonna be forced to watch it every time. I'm gonna give up and go watch What Culture Wrestling just to get the highlights, because I'm gonna say fuck.
Oh my god, dude! I watched. Who was it that was there? It was Hamflet and Wilborn, and I know they're fucking biased. Hamflet, he's a Fed head for life, and Wilborn, he plays it up for the fucking crowd because he knows how much it irritates Sidgwick more than anything. But these two, I don't know what show they were watching. I honestly don't. I watched their video outside the arena, initial reactions. I'm assuming they blazed up before they walked in and were drinking $20 beers back to back before the show even started, because they are out of fucking left field with this shit. I think they were watching some other show in Vegas that was happening, and they were not at WrestleMania at all, because they are way off fucking base.
They're at Mind Freak. Chris Angel, bro.
Chris Angel.
He unbuttons that shirt down a little bit extra. Gets them tatties to show up.
Dude, he's got to be happier than a pig and shit now that that Affliction style gear is coming back in vogue.
Hell yeah, because that means he gets to go up and bring moms up on stage that watched him back when we were all teenagers and shit.
Yeah.
And he gets to take their little tattoo off their arm, the little infinity symbol or their tramp stamp, and move it onto something else for a little bit.
Yeah. He's like, hey, watch me hover. Yep. I can do this in the bedroom too. I got a rig system over there.
He's like, watch me hover this dick.
Oh god. All right. That's gonna do it for our WrestleMania 42 night 1. I don't know what you call this. This isn't even a review. I'm not even going to give it a rating. It doesn't deserve a rating. Reaction? It's a reaction.
I will give it 7 Ric Flairs out of 20 Goldbergs.
I'm going to give this 3 drunk pissing himself in a bar in Florida Ric Flairs out of 15 drunk pissing himself to no line at WrestleCon Jerry Lawler's.
Wow. So a perfect 5 out of 7. That's old school right there. That's older than probably some of the audience.
Yeah, it is. I'll look at the numbers, but maybe you're right there. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Remember, Like, comment, share, subscribe, do the engagement, hit all the buttons. We really appreciate it. Drop your own reactions in the comments below. We really, I want to hear your takes on this. Maybe we're too cynical and jaded and too beat up by this of this past year. Who knows?
We are millennials.
We are millennials. Been through too many once in a lifetime events.
Yep.
You can hit up the merch store, hit up us anywhere online at Nightoff Pod everywhere. We might be back with our night 2 reactions. Depends on how this poor it is and how much we want to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, and if you want us to have a better chance of actually talking to us directly, join the Discord.
Yes.
We may not post in there often, but if you post something in there, we're gonna see it for sure. All of us.
At least one point. Sorry, thought I had an email that was important. Nope, not important.
No, not important at all.
I'm waiting for a fucking bed frame to get delivered.
Which reminds me of which, designated driver, you're a dev or whatever, hop on the Discord. We might not see the email. We'll see you in the Discord, though.
Yeah, we'll be there, waiting for you.
Yeah.
Chomping at the bit.
There's a We'll Be There song. Or no, I'll Be There. Yeah, there it is. Figured it out.
Yeah, you got there. All right.
That song is way better than anything we talked about tonight.
Oh, there's a lot of things better. Like I had teeth cleaning on Wednesday. I'd rather do that again.
Hey, you know what? That does sound better.
Yeah.
I accidentally was leaning forward on the chair last night.
Yeah.
To get more comfy as I was eating, and I dragged my balls under my butt. I had more fun with that than I did with WrestleMania 42 Night 1.
Let's take a night, Derek.
It's not just night shift.
Fuck Triple H. Fuck him and his stupid ball fraud ass. Oh, God.
Legit, that did happen too. I was like, oh,